Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working on getting different quests done to unlock, the last few quest lines, including the Draconic Evolution stuff, and more importantly for now, the Avertitia? I have no idea how to pronounce this, but I think that's how it's pronounced. Unlocking more stuff. So I have been working off camera on making another layer. This is going to be the ME layer. We're going to put down all of a lot of the stuff for applied logistics down here. And then we're going to kind of route everything up and whatnot. We're going to have plenty of auto crafting, and I've been working on trying to figure out the best way to kind of get things. So in this chest I have all the stuff that is EMCable. Other than the encoded patterns. Those aren't, but you get the idea. Blank patterns aren't? That's butts. So, currently, you know what, actually, we don't need these anymore. I'm going to keep them, because why not? But we don't need them anymore because they're actually EMCable in a roundabout way. And I want to show that off. So basically, we have these crafting storage. If we do this, we can get the 64K. The next storage component that is EMCable is the really high value one. This one, the 16,000K storage. So that's a lot of 16 million. Actually, is what it is, and that's a lot. We'll make those eventually, but for now, 64K should be fine. And the way we can get it is through the crafting storage stuff. So that is good to know. And then all we have to do is make the housings, which we can make. We'll have to make these. We'll have to craft these. That's not that bad, though. And everything will be fine. So, that's just some stuff. We have all the conduits ready to be MC and the drives and all that kind of stuff. So, we're going to work on that stuff a little bit today. But kind of the bigger thing that I want to work on, we have smart cables, dense cables. We have all the cables. Let's put that away. But the big thing that I want to work on today is, well, we need to start working on getting, one, I still haven't finished doing stuff with this. Apologies. I'll get it done soon. In fact, let's go ahead and dump these off. We're almost done with all the seeds, which is really nice. But the thing that I want to work on today is moving on in Apertitia. And the first thing we need to do is make a Neutron Collector. And in fact, I'd like to make a lot of these, if we can. It does require the vibranium. That stuff is expensive, but everything else here is pretty straightforward. Now the question is, oh no, HOP graphite. That's going to require some stuff. That's okay. We'll get to that, and hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna need more space. We'll put some stuff over there. Anywho, one of the big things that I want to do, we're gonna need a lot of these guys. So, quick question: does the dire crafting? Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. All right. Well, other than the awakened cores, this isn't that bad to make. So eventually we'll get more of those, but for now, we'll have to kind of not. But for the Neutron Collector, we're going to need a lot of stuff. We're going to need a lot of Elven Quartz, which is pretty easy. In fact, we should already... Did I move that stuff? Evidently I did. Because it was in this chest, right. Okay. So Quartz. We have a good bit of Elven Quartz. We're going to need, well, 5, basically. So we'll make as many of these as we can. We need pillared. And let's just do one for now. And to make the pillared quartz, it's pretty simple. Actually, let's try to make two. These things are fairly slow, so having a couple of them would probably be good. Elven quartz is easy enough for us to get, so that's not a problem. We need compressed dark iron. Eris dark iron, really? Uh-oh. Can we not make that until we finish up? Evidently we can't make that yet. Okay. Well, that kind of changes plans for today. So, what do we do instead? I guess we could just do more questing. We can work on more quests and stuff. We probably need to work on... Where is it? Is it Iota? No. Yes. Iota. We probably need to work on this. So we need a tier 8 rocket. And in order to get a tier 8 rocket, we're going to need to do a lot more stuff. The electric compressors. Can we EMC those? We can. Alright, so let's make a bunch of these. So just turn that on. Cool. Real quick question. Do we have any more epic bacon? We do. Awesome. This stuff is really good food. And so, as long as we keep one, which this is my like chest of keeping, we'll have a bigger chest eventually. There we go. We have plenty of food now. Also, I've been getting some weird frame rate issues. I'm not entirely sure what's causing it. There's a bunch of things going on. Let's try moving some stuff down a little bit. Probably too many mobs spawning if I had to guess, but oh cool, it backed up. Alright, I had an issue with that earlier. Yeah, did a thing. Anyways, let's make like that many. We have a bunch of electric compressors now. So again, we're going to keep one over here. And then we can set up things like we have been. So that's not how it needs to go. Let's grab our magnet. I forgot these are sighted, unfortunately. And that is a bummer. But we can just kind of extend this and to make the tier 8 rocket, we just need a lot of this heavy duty plates, which requires zinc and all this stuff, crystals, which luckily we can make compressed crystal. So let's see what all we have. If we can jump ahead a little bit, then things would be obviously a lot better. So let's see. We'll put these in here. Yeah, I'm getting some major frame rate issues. What is going on? Alright, we're going to do something. It's only slightly dangerous. We'll light that up. That way we have no more things going on. And then we're going to go to the last millennium. And we're going to actually turn off our Minicia farm. I have a feeling that is causing some issues. So we're just going to turn this off. And we'll see if that helps. That is a concern of all the farms are going to be causing a lot of issues, probably. There's a lot of moving entities and stuff like that. So, the tier 8 rocket, we need... So let's just go tier 8. So the tier 8 rocket requires a bunch of these heavy-duty plates, which... zinc. Alright. can we use this zinc? So, actually, you know what? Let's grab a compressor and we'll just do this right here. No automation or anything like that. So I might get rid of a lot of this stuff. So can we do this? No. So we need the zinc dust. We need this zinc. Which this is something we did earlier. We got the zinc somehow because we have these zinc pickaxes. So is there no... Let's see, can we turn this into a block and then turn it back into... Right, we can't do it that way. Well, let's try this. And we'll see if that works. Otherwise, for that we're going to need a drawer. And this will be right there. We want our key, because if we can get that zinc, then we'll be good to go. And some of these do have EMC, which is really nice. It's going to make things a little bit easier to make more stuff. There's the key. And then we should be able to kind of, not really cheese, but, well, cheese stuff when it comes to the, no. Okay. So how can we get that zinc? We can cheese things a little bit easier. So there's got to be a way. We can try the ore with a piece of coal, and this might work. So if we can get a tier 8 rocket, if we can get to, it is, yes, okay, cool. This is all we have to do. And in fact, I'm going to keep one like so, and then we're just gonna get like 2 stacks. A little bit more. Alright, so there is 2 stacks, and that should be plenty of stuff. So let's just compress all that up, and then we're going to need the tier 7 stuff, which is reinforced crystal, which of course we don't have. But we have some crystal ingots, so we can make this into other stuff. So let's do this real quick. And then, what are these actually called? Heavy duty plates. For whatever reason, doesn't want to give us that. Alright, so there is EMCable. Let's get a stack of those. Plus 1, of course. So that's the crystal. That's tier 7. Can we do something along the line? So, tier 7. Alright, let's move this stuff up 1. And then we have, that's Mars, that's tier 2. Compressed carbon is tier 4. EMCable. All these are EMCable. Tier 5. Tier 6. And then we have the heavy duty plates. Move all this stuff up. And it's tier 4. Tier 1. Okay, so fallen meteors, we need, let's see, what kind of compressed stuff do we have? Nothing. Okay, so to get tier 7, we're gonna need magnesium. So what are we missing? We're missing, I mean, obviously tier 8, I think. What are these? Neptune. Right, the blocks are like 1 over or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, let's see, we need tier 3. What is the tier 3? And eventually we might be able to make one of these heavy duty plates. Which would be nice. It's meteoric iron, and that is also EMCable. So let's get like a couple, let's get like 2 stacks of that. We'll put that in here, and then we can just start working on, okay, 2 stacks. We can start doing this, and I will tell you guys what, because this is going to take me a while. I will probably work on this between episodes. I'm going to rework this system completely, and it'll be nice and easy. Because these all have filters, don't they? Yes, they have filters. So instead of making the plates, because I don't think, let's see. Let's go here. No, wrong one. This one. I want to see the recipe for this. These all have EMC, so we're not even going to worry about making the plates. What we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that all of, there's one for each of the tiers. And here is the question. Let's steal this for a second. These are working. Haha, you can turn it off. That's what I want to see. Alright. So, I'm going to rework this system completely. Make it a little bit cleaner, make it a little bit easier. And, yeah, I'll deal with that soon enough. So, compressed crystals, I guess we'll just put those in here for right now. And then that way I can just make a ton of the plates. Do we also need to make, we have tier 4 thermal. Is there a higher tier? Let's, might as well make the last. There is a tier 5, and it requires a bunch of magnesium and the thermal cloth. So that is also something I can handle. So the tier 5 thermal cloth, let's just make one of each of these. So there's that. Tier 3. Do we actually have the thermal? We have a bunch of these. Okay. So we just need like one of these, which requires some compressed dash. And there's the tier 3. And again, we'll just leave one of each of these in here. So this requires compressed carbon. And again, we'll make a few. This is why EMC is awesome. Simply put, it's just awesome. Tier 4. I'll kind of make sure this is all right and whatnot. Because the rockets or something needs to be like over 1. Because the tier 1 rocket gets you to the moon. But the moon doesn't have, well, it has meteoric iron, I guess. And then this one needs the magnesium. And then we should be able to, there's the tier 5, make a bunch of that. And with this, so there's the one tier 5, we have all the thermal stuff. We can dump all this stuff back in there. And then the thermal padding just requires more magnesium. So we're going to need, what, 4 pieces of this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I said. We can take that off. So there's that, tier 5. And probably there for the pants. Alright, cool. So we have the tier 5 stuff. Wrong button. And we don't need to worry about it anymore. Okay. So now we get to shift all of this stuff over. So we can put the tier 4. Alright, so with that taken care of, all we really need to do at this point is kind of just make the stuff, go there, do the thing, come back. We'll still need to make the portals and all that kind of fun stuff, but these things, the dislocators, there we go, that's what they're called. How bad would an advanced dislocator be at this point? Advanced dislocator. Or it's enchanted, isn't it? Enhanced charm of dislocation. That's what it's called. Actually, really, we already have one. Right. We don't need to do that. I forgot. Okay, it's been a while since I recorded this. So, you know what? Let's do this. It's kind of facade. You can just go in there. Let's do this. So let's get the Neutron Collector up. And we're going to get what we can of this. So we're going to need, and we're going to try to make a stack of these. I know, that's a lot. But it's actually not going to be that bad. We're going to need to do some stuff anyways. So, quartz. We have 2 stacks. So there is the stack that goes there. We need stack that goes there. So we need 3 more stacks, and that's what we have. Alright, so this guy turned off. Our wand is over here, of course. And we just need to turn this back on for a second. Throw all that stuff in there. And that will do its thing for a little bit. So what else do we need? We're going to need crystal matrix times, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to need 10 stacks. So if we make 1, we can just duplicate them. And again, this is something we'll keep in here. The zinc, we're going to do this, because that will actually make things just fine, and we don't need to keep it in there. Alright, so that's going to require a lot of nether stars, but it's going to be worth it in the end. That's going to give us a lot of the neutronian stuff, the neutrons. And this stuff is not EMCable, so having a lot of it is going to be really, really nice. And we're just going to, these will work pretty self-sufficiently, so it's not a problem, it's just going to take a while. So I will kind of work towards that as we go. We're going to need the dark iron, we're going to need the diamond etch computational. Diamond We could throw those in there. I don't know if those are super useful or not. Alright, we need 4 ender diamonds. That's easy enough. Let's get rid of all of this. Diamond etched. There we go. So this is going to require a computer. Really? We don't have any stone? Yes we do. Let's get some stone, I guess. If we tell it to make some stone, that'll be fine. Or not, we don't have any stone. Alright, so I guess we're going to get some stone. That's fine. So put that back in there. So we make the computer, and then we can make this guy, and then we can do this. I'll make a bunch of those because why not? Actually, we're gonna need a lot of those anyways. So now, are we gonna be able to make? I realize this is only gonna give us 1 stack and a half. We need more. So it's 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Our entire inventory. Okay. So I realized that one of the big things with all of this is going to be we're not going to be able to make a stack immediately of these, but we're gonna get close. We're gonna try. That's going to require a lot more stuff, and it's not like we are hurting for nether stars or anything like that. We're going to be using a lot of nether stars for this. So that's a thing. How many of these do we actually need? 4 stacks. Alright, you can stop now. 1. We've got 1 in our inventory that can go back. 2, 3, 4. Alright, and where did these go? They're almost in the corners. Okay. So they go right here. Okay, and we can make another stack of these guys, which they go into all 4 corners, so that's where we'll start. Alright, do we have all the quartz yet? Not quite. But almost, actually. By the time I click all this stuff in there, there we go. So there is all the elven quartz. Let's go ahead and turn the portal off. No reason to keep that running. And we're going to keep our Britannia stuff over here now, just because that makes more sense. So that means we can do this and this. Alright, so what's next? We need dark clouds. Those are in the end. So I guess let's just, let's grab a chest. Actually, no, we're going to come down here. We're going to have 32 of these. Where do we want them? I guess, so if we have auto crafting over here, auto crafting completely on this side, we can put them over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure there's no darkness. That's something we do need to kind of be mindful of. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. I realize this isn't going to work. You know what? I will work this out later. I didn't feel like doing it between the episodes, so I didn't. But I will have to do it between this episode and the next. So that's whatever. Let's grab a chest. And this is just stuff for me to do. I'm actually going to put it down here, because that makes sense. Alright, so between episodes, what I'm going to work on primarily is the rocket. But let's start gathering stuff for the Neutron Collector. And let's also take out... seeds. Except for that one, which needs to be... yeah, looked at. Analyzed, that's the term. We have pig essence. Not super important right now, but we're gonna grow all this stuff. We can. What I'll probably also do is just to kind of prevent more lag. Since we don't really need the Minicio anymore, I'm going to kind of work with that a little bit too. Anyways, pig seeds. Just throw up there in the middle-ish. And the pig essence we'll put in the chest down here. I have to do my stuff with this anyways, but worry about that later. So, okay. We have a good bit of stuff. Now, we're going to need the dark clouds. Let's go ahead and go to the end. No big deal there. And we have our magnet on. I forgot that this end is actually here. We have our magnet on, so what we can do is just go up to some of these clouds and break them. So how many stacks of this are we going to need? We're going to need a lot. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. So that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. An entire inventory. Alright. Wrong button. Luckily these are relatively easy to get, especially with vein mine. Oh, they're not all dark clouds. So are clouds useful for anything? No. So we need to make sure that we're only getting dark clouds, because those are useful for making this. Okay, fair enough. Let's turn our magnet back on. So these are dark clouds. And how about this really long? I don't think this is all the same, but it is a dark cloud. And our inventory is full. That was quick. Alright, so dark clouds go in there. We have plenty of them. Let's head back to the main island and get out of here. So with that, we can always get more of those if we need them. But how do those go? Around the matrices. So, like so. And can I shift click stuff in here? No, of course not. So it'd probably been quicker to just place stuff. But oh well. So we'll get this all taken care of. And there is all of these. So that's all the dark clouds. Cool. So we're gonna need a lot of the compressed dark iron, but we can make iron. That's pretty easy. That's not gonna be a problem. Plutonium. We should have some plutonium. So we can make what, 2 stacks of that? Yes. And that should be pretty easy. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, I messed up. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. There we go. So those go straight in the center side. Right here. Alright, cool. We're also going to need a lot of signalum plates. That's just going to be, let's see, it's 8 each. So that's a lot of stacks of signalum. But again, EMC-able. Unfortunately, the plates themselves are not. So we're going to need a lot of these. So we're just going to let that run. Crystal matrix ingot, we have one in there. So you know what, we'll just put that in there. And then what we can do is we can just hook that up to this guy. And we'll get a ender fluid conduit for that. Ender fluid conduit, a lever, and item conduit, and I think what we'll do is we'll break this one, put this right here, so we don't actually need the item conduit. Put this here, extract, always active, insert, and then what we can do is we can just place this here, extract, active with signal, right? So we'll turn that off, and this will be insert, put a block here, and a lever. We're actually going to turn that one on so that we can make a bunch of signalum. Alright, I think we have enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so all this stuff needs to go in here. You know, let's just store it in here for right now. And I'm going to prep this between episodes, like right after I get done with this. I'm going to go record more. So that's kind of the plan. Just take one of these out. I guess I didn't need to. And we still have signalum rate. Yes. Okay. So that will take some time. It won't be too bad, but we'll get there. What else is stuff we can do? So we need a bunch of conductive iron blocks. Conductive iron. So we can actually make a block out of that. And again, we'll just... We need, what, 4 stacks? So once we get... Oh, a little bit of lag spike. This is relatively cheap, so... There's the 4 stacks. And those go... right here. The inner 9. We also need flux crystals. Those are going to be expensive. That's going to be a lot of diamonds with destabilized redstone. So let's just get a stack of that, the blocks, and like 3 stacks. We're going to need, it's 9 stacks of diamonds each. Ugh. It's going to be expensive. But anyways, this is empty. Let me just do this. And I'll just come over here and get the diamonds every once in a while. Let's get our quest book back. Because we're going to probably... This is probably going to span 3 or 4 episodes to get all this stuff. Because what we're going to do is next time we're going to work on immersive engineering, and we're going to get all of that stuff taken care of, so that we can get the the HOP graphite. We're also going to need a solar neutron activator, which needs also some stuff. So we'll probably work on both of those next time. That unfortunately does not have EMC, but everything else here does, which is good. So we'll work on that stuff next time. I'm going to work on making the rocket in the next couple of episodes, and then we'll have to go do that. And by the time we get done with that, we should be able to... It might just be 2 more episodes, but we need crystallized redstone as well. We need 4 stacks of that. So, looks like we're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks, and it's time to start lasering. 2, 3, 4. Alright, now here is the question. Lasers are EMC-able. Alright, that is good. So let's grab a bunch of lasers. I feel like I did this. No? Okay. So we'll put 1 in there. And because time is really not an issue right now, I'm not going to worry about upgrading that like super duper extreme. That's something else we'll probably put in the last millennium. Just so there's not like particle updates and stuff like that. So we're going to need, let's see, 1. Let's get blocks of diamonds. So we'll need 8 more diamonds. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And we're going to need a handful of blocks. As in, like, the rest. So nether stars. So for this, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need, what, 12? So we need 11 more stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are running a little low on nether stars, so that's going to be something else we're going to kind of... 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, cool. So we'll put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and all of those away. And then all we need to do, this does have room for, this is pretty quick, so it's not going to be that bad. Can we actually make these straight from, no, of course not. We can also do a chest. Let's get like 3 chests. And some item conduits, and we can automate this. So let's do that, so I don't have to keep manually doing that. So, because we take these out, these don't go in there. Let's make the top also blue. And then what we can do is we can set a chest here with all the diamonds. Actually, we're going to put a chest... Break this guy for right now. We're going to put a chest here. Top will be extract. And we'll put a chest here. So right here we'll have extract always active, insert. And this is where we're going to put all the diamonds. They go in there and do their thing. Then we're going to need this to be disabled. Extract always active, insert. This is where we'll get the flux crystals. And then in here, we'll put redstone. We just need to grab our wrench. And this is the insert. This is the extract always active, and we'll put a bunch of redstone there. Alright, so that's how we'll do that. And that's going to give us pretty much all the stuff. So redstone, just take an entire stack of it and dump it in here. That'll be fun. So what I can kind of do is just grab a handful of blocks, fill up this chest, and we'll get on with it. So that'll work. Okay, so how's this doing? We have 20 plates. You know, let's put another chest there. And we'll just put the signalum in there as is. Not there. I was trying to shift click, and because I'm flying, you also have to hold space, and it's a pain. Alright, so that will make all that we need. Okay. What else do we need for this thing? We need the vibranium, which we've seen before is enticing crystals and solarium and vibrant alloy, and it's not that bad, but a stack of those is going to require a stack of the crystals. So we're going to need a lot of villagers. So soul vials. Let's make a handful of these. Let's make a stack or so. And every once in a while, I'll just go over to the mining dimension where we have all of our villagers, and we'll just grab a bunch of them. Let them kind of do their thing. That area is chunk loaded. I should say this area is chunk loaded. So as long as there's 2 here, shouldn't matter too much. And there's like 3 guys here, so that'll be fine. We'll get more and more villagers. In fact, there's 4 guys. Okay. Take a couple more, and they'll make more. So then I'll just kind of, that will take a while to get that much vibranium. But if we can get everything else, just getting a few of the Neutron Collectors would be really nice for right now. So I will tell you guys what. I am going to start working on all of this stuff. Eventually we might be able to do some really cool stuff with the villagers. A powered spawner would not help us with the villagers, but there is a way to spawn in villagers in a sense, but it's kind of difficult, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's see, what else do we need? Other than the crystal matrix ingots, not really much else. So I'm going to continue dumping whatever I can in here, and getting as much of the stuff as I can get. Don't want to use all the nether stars, but it does require like a little bit more than 2 each. So we'll get there. We'll get all this stuff taken care of. And with automation over here, it should work pretty nicely. So I'll probably put a bunch of redstone in that, but yeah, it's not too much of a concern right now. So I will tell you guys what. I am going to work between episodes a little bit getting the applied logistics system set up nice and big and neat, and then also working towards a few other things. Start working on getting all the rocket stuff together, and then next time we are going to focus on making the solar neutron activator, which is going to require HDPE sheets, which is not that bad to make. They're a little annoying. They're going to require the PRC, but we're going to go through those quests and get that, and then we're also going to work towards the HOP graphite, which might actually have some quests as well. Or not. I think it did. It kind of tells you how to do it, but we haven't actually done any of that stuff. So we're going to work on that next time and then go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!